Alright, good morning. So real quick before we throw a tarp on it, is what we got. We got basically trailer parts. We're going out to El Paso, Texas, which will be the furthest west I've ever been. But so we got two straps going over this pallet here. It's not really grabbing it too much, and to keep these boxes from going anywhere, since these steel bands are pointless, I got a couple straps over here. I'm not cranking them down super tight because I don't want to crush what's inside, but it's just enough to hold everything. I'll probably crank that one more time. But got edge protectors, this stuff. I'm gonna have to watch these straps because this ice will melt. I was trying to break a lot of this off, but I couldn't. So a lot of ice will melt, and I'll have to retighten these straps. These beams will probably shift a little, like that one's moved, so they may move a little bit. But that's that. Just gotta roll the tarp over it, and I'll give you the full details later. Good afternoon. Been a little bit. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and New Year's. I know I did. I mostly just lazed around the house, just sleeping in all day. So that was good. And I especially want to say thank you for everyone that's subscribed. We hit 1,000 subscribers over the weekend. Actually, I think it was over Christmas. So I really appreciate that. I never intend for the channel to get big, but there are people out there that like this stuff, and it shows. So I'm gonna keep trying to produce some more stuff for you. But yeah, again, thank you so much for doing that. It does mean a lot. Yeah, so anyways, as you saw this morning, we picked up some trailer parts. That is the finished tarp job. It's been a long time since I've actually had to cover the entire trailer, or entire truck. But there she is. There's a couple loose spots, but that's just with the way it is. This side's actually not that bad. Up here gets a little interesting. I got bungee cord that popped out there because I have nowhere to hook the tarp from the front to here. It gets really difficult, so I actually have bungees running from there. I'm pulling it backwards out to like here somewhere. So that's at least keeping it tight there, sort of. But this stuff still wants to flap around a little bit, but at least with it being up against the cab, it's not too bad. The other side though, it's a little loose. We'll go over there, take a look, make sure it's not digging in. Back here, it's just barely enough to cover. Have to get a little creative with how you run the bungee cords. I don't know what DOT's opinion is on having bungee cords coming out the back. I mean, it's not really blocking the lights. You could still see them just fine, but yeah, had to do that. Now this one doing some weird stuff here, but overall, not too bad. This is where it gets a little ugly in a way. It's just loose. There's not many real ways to tighten it back down. I got nothing to hook onto right here. My closest ring is right there. It's being used right here, so that's a little loose, but that's not too bad. But that's that. It's really lightweight. It's only about, I would guess, 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. So with this sitting nice and low on the truck, and with this nice arrow swooping this, I should get pretty good fuel economy. I'll guess I'll probably get somewhere around 8 to 9 going down there, depending on what the wind's doing. But yeah, so we are going to El Paso, Texas, and it will be the furthest west I've ever been. Now, I have been to San Francisco once, but that was for vacation, and I'm not counting that. But as far as driving, this will be the furthest west I will ever go. The rate was pretty good. It was something that was supposed to be moved over just before the New Year's, but no one did it. So prices went up, and here I am. I'm hauling it. So El Paso isn't exactly a great place for this truck. Really, anywhere out there isn't that good, mostly because they're not manufacturing states or cities over there. So finding a good paying load for this truck, running only a 25-foot bed, is difficult. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on the board and see what I can find. I'm not expecting to make crazy money coming out of there, but that's okay. I knew that going into this. I kind of took the load, one, because it is paying fairly good, but two, just because I've never been out there. I've always wanted to. So here's my chance. Go out west, see the desert, see what that looks like. The farthest west I've gone so far would be Central Texas. I think it was Waco, Texas. So that's as far west as I've been so far, but that's about to change. We'll deliver this stuff on Thursday. Thursday morning would be my guess if everything goes well. Let me think. Yeah, so we're actually outside of Tuscaloosa, Alabama at the moment, outside of a pilot. Just filled up with some fuel. I could have stopped at mom and pop gas stations to get some slightly cheaper diesel, but I wanted to get some shower credits, or at least a shower credit. So I came here. It was only a 30-cent difference between like the cheapest place around here, and that's okay. So I think I filled up for $3.33 was the fill up price. I could have gotten it for, I think, $3.09 if I continued a little bit longer, but that's okay. Like I said, I want that shower credit, so stopped here to get that. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going. I'll try to keep you guys updated on stuff, but other than that, it's just gonna be a long drive over there. I'll be sure to get some footage because I want that footage for myself. And yeah, so again, thank you for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Again, I really do appreciate it, and hopefully we could see the channel grow some more, but I ain't making a job out of it. This is just something to keep me busy. So plus I like doing it. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day, and again, hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year's. Hopefully this year will be just slightly better. We'll see. All right, talk to you later. guys. We're here in Flowers, Mississippi, pulling into the Loves, where we are done for today. So right now, let's see, how far do we got to go? We have exactly 1,000 miles to go from here. So we'll knock out a good chunk of that tomorrow. Then park up somewhere in West Texas. And finish the rest of it on Thursday. So first, we'll roll on over here. I've parked here before. This is a relatively new Loves, but I have parked here before. I remember they had bobtail parking somewhere. I might try to steal if they were deep enough. I always try to find the bobtails parking, or you know, those hashed lines where a full semi can't really sit in, but I could. I try to find those, that way the late night truckers that get in here, they can well, they have a spot. I'm not taking up the big spots. Let's see what we can find. That looks like shop parking, maybe. I'm not sure what that is back there. I might be wrong about the bobtail parking thing, but we'll park on over on this other side then. I'll just take one of these right back here. The benefit of being a small truck is I can blindside back without any issues. So we'll take this one right here. I usually park in the middle of a space. I don't go all the way back because, well, I don't want to leave that big gap in front of me just in case someone decides to park in front. But I'll usually park halfway, that way, you know, I'm not bothering the trucks I'm next to. I'm a little bit further back from APUs and whatnot. So like I said, we'll knock out most of that tomorrow. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. It's been a long time since I've had a long drive. So usually my average days are like 3, 4, maybe 500 mile runs. But usually on the short side. So having a, what was this, a 1,500 mile drive, 1,400 mile drive, it's been a while. It's my longest route for sure. Because I think, yeah, this would be my longest route that I've done. Longest single route. Although I went from Philadelphia to Miami, Florida once, and that might be close to that 1,400 mile mark. Yeah, that one might actually have been more. But anyways, we had an hour and 22 left on our clock to drive, but that's okay. I wanted to stop now. We'll go on over to pre-trip. Or not pre-trip, post-trip. And that's it. Minute 21 left to drive, and minute 21 left on the shift as well. So we worked 11 and a half hours today. Or no, not 11 and a half hours. 12 and a half hours. So we worked 12 and a half hours today. Not bad. I know loading took a little long, even though it wasn't much. I had to wait a bit for them to bring all the stuff out. But anyways, that's it. I'm going to check everything out, make sure we're good, find some dinner, relax for the night, and we'll probably get out of here at around 6 or so. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, depending on when I get up. Alright, that's it. Again, I appreciate you all for watching. I appreciate you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I know most people usually do like 1,000 subscribers specials or whatnot. I obviously didn't do that. I probably could have came up with something. I know a couple people have asked about a truck tour. I'll do that eventually. Right now, I'm still trying to, you know, sort things out in terms of the truck. It's still a mess on the inside. I gotta do seat sorting thing. I got that over Christmas, so hopefully that'll organize some of that mess. But it's just, that's the problem with the small truck. I got a lot of stuff to haul and not a lot of place to put it, so I'll work it out. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. We'll get some driving footage through the desert tomorrow, so see you then.